Hello, everybody. Sorry I'm a little late.
These are the beginners.
All right, beginners. Okay. Was everybody on last time? Okay, you can unmute and tell me if you guys were on last time. Okay. Do I have to retrace our tracks from 2 weeks ago?
On 2 weeks ago, right? I think I was on 2 weeks ago.
Correct. Okay. All right. So what I would love to do is we'll do a quick retrace from 2 weeks ago. And then I would like to watch everybody personally go through the motions right where they're standing. Okay. So that'll give me a good feel where everybody's at. And then what I really would like you guys to do is I only had one young lady send me a video. So definitely send me any video of your pitching, working on it, and I'll give you positive reinforcement on it. Okay? Does that sound good? Because that's the only way it's going to work. Okay? At least I can give you positive feedback constantly. All right? So let's recap for 15, let's say about 10 minutes of what we did last week. Okay? If you have a ball handy, that's great. If you have a pair of socks, remember what I said 2 weeks ago? Pair of socks rolled up to the size of a ball will work just fine. Okay, so basically remember, okay, you gotta have patience. All right, you gotta have patience when we're pitching. All right, it's gonna come. I promise you, it's gonna come. As long as you put the time and effort into it, it's gonna come real fast. Okay, it's all about the motions. Once you get the motions down, then we can get into type of. We always start with a foundation and we work our way up. There's no sense of going over rise balls, screw balls, drop balls, unless you got the motion down. The one motion and the one key pitch that you must have accuracy with and confidence in, which is the most important, is that fastball. Okay. Once you can pinpoint that on a consistent basis, then we move into the next phases, which are the types of pitches. Okay. So, ball. Okay, we always grab the ball with the 3 fingers around the C. It could be, and this is the laces of the ball. It could be the C looking at you, or it could be a backward C. It doesn't matter. 3 fingers are always on top of it, gripping the lace. The thumb is underneath it, so it's going to kind of look like this. Okay, I'm going to give you every angle that you can see it. Okay, that's what it is. If you can have, and again, as a beginner, yep, that's good. Okay, if I say your name wrong, I apologize. Tyler, you got it. Okay. Try to have a little space in between the fingers right here. You see my finger right here? If you can't, don't worry about it. Obviously, your hand isn't big enough yet. So if you have to palm it more like this, that's okay for now. But eventually, as your hand grows a little bit more, try to have that little space in between. Why? Because we want this ball to roll off the fingers. Okay. So as much as possible, try to have the 3 fingers here. The thumb is directly behind it. So if you look, it's right behind it. Okay. And a little space here. Okay. That's phase 1. Okay. Now, as we said last week, okay, it's all about wrist snaps. Okay. So when we do the wrist snap, okay, there's 3 parts to it. Okay. Start right here. I'm going to back up so you guys can see me. Okay? I'm going to focus more down here for you. Okay. If this is my arm, okay, and the wrist is here, okay, and your glove is here, this is stuff you can do right at home, in between commercials, in between your favorite TV shows, Netflix, which is one of my favorite. Okay. All you got to do is glove here. If you're using the rolled up sock, it's even better. Just roll up the sock to the size of a softball. Why we use the sock? Like I said 2 weeks ago, we can't get in trouble from mom and dad. Beautiful, isn't it? Okay. So right here, and just work. Now, notice my arm is straight. Okay. Now, if I take the ball away, if you remember last week, okay, after you take that wrist snap, okay, it should look like this. The best way I can give you the example is, remember I told you, if someone's trying to take coins out of your hand and you close it real fast, that's how you finish your wrist snap. Okay, so it should always look kind of like this. Okay, after you release it. Okay, so snap, and it should look like the best example that I heard of is if someone's trying to take coins out of your hand, you close it real fast. That's how you finish with the wrist snaps. Okay, so like we said 2 weeks ago, I don't know, do 1 set of 10. That's it. Get used to this. Okay, that's all we want to do. Then, when you feel like you got the hang of this, okay. Okay, now I see Mia, you're doing it, but don't move your arm. Just keep it straight and wrist. Just the wrist. Atta girl, perfect. Okay. And Callie, you got it. And Kaylin, do it again for me one more time. Keep the arm straight down. Put your arm straight down, Kaylin, right here. Okay. And then just the wrist. Yep. Avery, you got it. Okay. Very good. Virginia, I wish I could see you, but I don't. Okay. Okay. So this is the best teaching tool because this is exactly what I want to see is you girls doing it right in front of me. It's like as if I'm right there in front of you. Okay. Which is good. So arm straight. Now, once you get the hang of it, okay, let me bring it back a little bit. Increase it. Go to here and stop at your hip and snap. What I would do is go slow motion. So start here, stop, snap. Start here, stop, snap. Why are we stopping here? Because this is your release point. Right at the hip is your release point. Okay? Do 10 of those. Okay? Start here, stop, and then release. Okay? Watch yourself do it. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Good. Okay? Do like 3 sets of 10 of that. Okay? Now, when you get used to it, okay? Now, Avery, stay more sideways so I can see it. Okay? There you go. Go ahead, Cal. Let me see you. Good. Now, when you get from here, stop, release, and if you think you can handle that, perfect. Then take the stop out and go all the way through. Snap the wrist all the way through. Okay? Stop and all the way through snap. Okay? And do 3 sets of 10 that way. Okay? All right. Kaylin, you got it. Now take the stop out and go all the way through and wrist snap.
Yeah.
Okay?
They need
Watch yourself do it. That's it. Very good. Okay? Watch yourself do it. That's the key. Just watch and snap. Watch and snap. Feel yourself, feel the ball roll off your fingers. That's the key. Yes, yes, Avery, just like that. Okay? Okay, Callie, you got it. And Mia, keep that arm straight though. Okay? Perfect. That's it. The more you do that, the more the motion gets easier. Now, okay, I like to do things is break it apart and then get to the full motion. So you're here. Now, remember, when we do fast pitch, okay, it's a 360 degree. We're going from here to here. Now we're going to go right up to 180. So if I'm sideways to you, okay, start here. Come down, wrist snap. Start here. Come down, and wrist snap. Watch yourself do it. Straight. If I put my arm straight up nice and high, you look like an eye. Come down, right at the hip, snap it, okay? And make sure you finish. Remember, you're not letting the person grab the coins out of your hand. Roll off the fingers, okay? Straight, nice and straight. Reach. We have to be tall, okay? And then snap into the glove, okay? Good, Kaylin. Very nice. Very nice, Mia. Kayla, you got it. Very good. Avery, let me see. Good. That's it. Okay. So These are all things you can do indoors. Again, like I said 2 weeks ago, my favorite tool is the mirror that's in your room. It doesn't lie, okay? So if you do this every other day, you'll become real fast with the motion. That's the key, okay? So we've gone from here, wrist snap, we're up to here, wrist snap, okay? Now, full circle, okay? So it should start, okay? And then this is the key part, okay? You start here, come around. Ball should be pointing to the sky, not your hand. So let me get down low. It should not be like this. You should be like this. That ball should be pointing to the sky, okay? So start here, come around, hold for a count of 1, wrist snap. Good. Mia, that was perfect, okay? So start here, hold, count, 1, 1,000, snap. Let me see everybody try to do it. Up, hold, and wrist snap. Hold for 1. Ready, Kaylin? Up, and fire it through. Kaylin, perfect. Very good. All right, Callie, just keep that arm straight as much as you can. Okay. Yup, Avery. Okay. Now, Avery, put the glove in front of you. 180. Now let it wrist snap into the glove. Okay. Let me see. Yup. Very nice, Kaylin. Go ahead, Callie. Good. Very nice. Now, Callie, at the end, okay, don't have a slight bend down here. Let me show you. Okay, don't have a slight bend here, straight. So as you come up, arm is straight, wrist. Okay, don't have that slight little bend. Okay. Excellent. Okay, this is the key. Now, the other thing that I love about the full-length mirror, which is really important, is if you guys can see me, okay? Okay, we want to, pretending we're on the pitcher's mound, okay? We want this motion to be nice and straight. Now watch my arm. We don't want to see the arm go to the side. That's important, okay? Because now you have to try to correct yourself behind you to get it on plane, okay? The best way I can give you an example of what your arm circle should look like is picture a hula hoop, okay? And that is what your motion should be. The exact style of a hula hoop. Once you go to the side, now you have to try to get back on plane. Very hard to do. Okay, so make it easy yourself. Instead of having it here, try to keep it straight. What the full length mirror does, it gives you that reflection back, which is huge for you. Okay, because then you can see like, oh, I'm drifting a little bit too far to the left. Get back on plane. Okay, that's where the socks come into play, because you can actually release it into the mirror without breaking it. Am I asking you to throw super, super hard? No, there's no reason to. Okay, so that's what I like about the full mirror, is you can watch yourself stay on plane, release, okay, let it roll off the fingers, and then you can see it in the mirror, whether you're on plane or off or on. That's the key. Okay, so being on plane, picture the hula hoop. Okay, picture the hula hoop that's right next to you, and you know how a bigger circle a hula hoop is. So do the same thing. Okay, wrist snap. Okay, now you bring the glove into play, right? Your glove is your pointer. So you come in, wrist snap. Come in, wrist snap. Okay. Does anybody have any questions so far? Am I going too fast? Okay, so let's work on footwork. Okay, so we have the wrist snap. Okay, the C, 3 fingers on the C on the laces, thumb, okay, directly behind. You start quarter, wrist snap. Okay, you start at the thigh, wrist snap, quarter, wrist snap, halfway, and then full circle. Now, remember, when you're on the mound, okay, You should have, and I'm gonna bring myself down just a little bit so you guys can see me. It's gonna be hard to do. All right, let me hold it, and I'll show you my phone. Second. That works. Okay, so let's do it this way. Did I lose you guys already? Oh, you can hear me. Okay, so footwork. Remember, you are on the mound. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay. Anybody here a lefty? Nobody? Okay. So remember, okay, power leg, which is your right leg. Okay, heels on the front of the mound. Your left leg, which is your stride leg. Top of the toe is on the back of the mound. Okay, so it should kind of look like this on the mound. If these are my feet, okay, it should kind of look like this. Okay, your right front part of your foot should be against the mound in the dirt. Okay, that is your power leg. That's where you're going to throw yourself forward. Okay, and that's important. Okay, your left leg is your stride leg. Okay, that's your pivot. That's where once you land, all that exertion, that force that you're following through with is going to be forced forward onto that leg, and that's where you're going to get all that power from as you release that ball. Okay, so coach, what the heck are you talking about? Don't worry about it. The only thing I want you guys to make sure you get is your right leg is the power leg, the left leg is the stride leg. Okay, and remember, as you throw, okay, as you're on that mound, you're standing tall. Okay, a lot of people believe, oh, you should bend over. You can bend over, have the glove in your hand, that's fine. But right before you're about to pitch, you should be standing nice and tall. Throughout the whole motion, you are as tall as you can be. No bend whatsoever. Okay? You can start off, get the sign, picture it wherever you want to be. As beginners, you're focusing on that glove. When that catcher puts the glove, that's where you want to go. Remember, this is strictly fastballs. We want to be able to have the confidence to throw this at any given time. This is your go-to pitch. Okay, don't worry about the other pitches. We'll get to those down the line. This is basic foundation. Okay, so we're on the mound. Okay, looking forward, arms out in front if you want, however you feel comfortable, but you're going to bring those arms back. Okay, as soon as you bring it back, you're going to come in, hold. Okay, notice the arm is straight, glove is out. Okay, yep, you got it. This hand where your glove is, this is basically the pointer. This is going to balance you, believe it or not. Okay, this is going to balance you as you thrust yourself forward. Okay, you stride with that stride leg, standing tall, no bend, standing tall, and finish your hula hoop circle. Okay, so all this motion here, quarter, halfway, full, now halfway, as you throw yourself off the mound. Okay, you can finish strong. All right, so what I want to do is I want everybody to do the motion for me from the mound, full motion. Okay, don't release the ball. I don't want you to hit the camera or the person that's holding it. All right, so I'm going to go in order. So I have Mia in the right hand corner. So Mia, nice and tall. Let's see the motion. Okay, good. Okay, this glove hand won't let it wander out. Okay, keep it right here in front of you. So come in right here. Don't bring it out because that's going to throw you off bounds. Better. Okay, Kala, go ahead, kiddo. Let's see. Good. Good. Okay, don't keep the glove down. Okay, straight. So as you come in, yes, better. Right here. Remember, we're tall, nice and tall. Okay, come in. You can start off with a bend. As you swing, get into that tall motion, and notice where my hand is. Not down, not to the left. It's right out in front of you. Yes, much better. Okay, Kaylin. Good. Excellent. Now don't notice how you kind of, as you went, you kind of threw your hips to the side. Your hips are going to open up as you turn. Okay? So as you come in, as you fire off with that power leg, you're going to automatically turn into it. Okay? Try it again. Fire off. Much better. Much better. But as you finish, come in and finish tall. Okay? Avery, go ahead, kiddo. I'm out. Okay. Get the glove hand out. Okay. Come in, follow through, and off. Much better. Much better. Virginia, I wish I could see you. Okay. Now, this is the beauty of it. Okay. These are things. Break it down. Don't do everything right off the bat. Okay. That's important because that's where you get lost into a lot of pieces. Okay. So let's say you're watching your favorite TV show and you're indoors. Roll up the sock, okay? First commercial, wrist snap. Do 10. Go to here. 10. Go to here. 10. Go to here. 10. Show comes back on, okay? Next commercial comes up. Go full motion with the sock. Same thing. Just like everybody did to me right now. Go the same thing. Open up and finish. That's the beauty of the full length mirror, or if you have a dresser and has a mirror on top of it, that's fine. Doesn't lie. It shows you everything that you need to see. And that's what I love about the full length mirror. It's like a coach. Actually, it's like a coach that can only tell the truth all the time. Okay. And it's a direct reflection and the coach isn't talking. It's the best way I can give you an example of it. Okay. So what drills can I do before we break off? I would do those simple little breakdown drills, okay? If you have mom, dad, a brother to catch for you, that's even better, okay? The key things to watch out for, wrist snaps, okay? Make sure you, as you wrist, you close it. Remember the coins. Don't give the person the coins. That's how you finish. Let it roll off the fingers. Another thing to look forward to is you're always releasing at the hip. So you should be releasing right here, not here. If you're releasing out here, the ball's going to be in the dirt. If you're releasing out here, the ball's going to go high above whoever's catching you. It's always at the hip, always here. Basically, what you should be doing when you release it, you should be brushing up against your hip slightly. Okay, that's important. Okay, so watching, make sure you finish. Okay, have the catcher, whoever's catching you, make sure you have that full hula hoop circle. Make sure you're not going to the left or the right, because now it's hard for you to get back on plane. Okay, and remember to throw yourself off, dragging that power leg. Now, if you have a little bit of a crow hop, which always beginners have, that's fine. That's an easy, easy fix, okay? Very easy to fix. Because all we gotta do is drag. Actually, majority of the people who start pitching tend to crow hop, which is great, okay? That means you're right on the right path. That means that tells the coach that you're actually trying to throw yourself. You're not literally throwing yourself off the pitcher's mound. You're actually basically pushing yourself is a better word. And as you push, drag that right power leg, okay? And you actually finish kind of like a figure four, an upside down four, okay? That's how you should finish. So the drills that I would specifically work on, definitely the wrist snaps. That is the key. Work the wrist snaps, okay? Or here, and do the stomp. And the key too, ladies, watch yourself do it. Okay, if you don't have the mirror, just make sure you're coming down. Stop. Okay, when you do the full motion, okay, 1/1000. Snap into your hand, snap into the glove. Watch yourself do the circle. You're gonna do this 1,000 times until it becomes clockwork. What we're looking for is muscle memory, okay? And if you have the time to put into it, I guarantee you, you're gonna get it real, real fast, okay? So the drills, simply, the wrist snaps, okay, to somebody that's catching, okay? Work to the person that's catching, and then get on the mound, okay? When you're on the mound, start off half of it. So let's say the mound is, if you're on the field, it's 43 feet, split it. Go right to 20 feet. Start from there. When you start hitting the points, the catcher's glove on a consistent basis, take 2 steps back. Go through the motions again. And if you're getting there in a line drive and you're confident with it, take 2 more steps back. You don't necessarily have to pitch for that mound. Get used to it first. Then work to the mound. Okay? It's all about baby steps to progress. There's no reason for me to jump into a lot of things until we have this motion down, and that's the most important thing. Okay? Anybody have any questions about anything? The key, do me a favor, ladies. I'm dying for videos from you. I would love to positive critique you all. Okay? I really like where everybody's at right now. You definitely have the ability. Okay? Sound good?
All right, so we're going to I'll send out Coach Rich's email, and we would encourage you all to send out a video so he can take a look at it. We're going out Saturday for our first practice as a team, and I told all the 12-year-old girls that everybody's a pitcher until we tell them they're not.
Exactly.
Right.
And if you send the video, at least 1 minute, not just one motion, a couple of motions. I need to see at least a minute, okay?
All right.
I would love
So
to help you.
girls, Coach has got another session, hopefully in a few minutes here. So why don't we say goodbye and work on what he taught you, and thank you very, very much.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank
Pleasure.
you.
Bye,
My
Kayla.
Thank you. Thank you so much for doing this.
You're very, very welcome. It was absolutely my pleasure. I'll see you again next time.
Okay.
I want to see the videos. Good job, ladies.
So how's everything going? Now, what hours are you working at the beach?
We start up next week. I think it's next Friday. We go, since I'm one of the guys in charge, I go 8 to 8.
Wow. 7 days a week?
No, 5 days a week. 5 days a week.
Monday through, what do you do? Saturday, Sunday?
I don't know what my days off yet. They'll let me, once I know, I'll let you know. And then
Yeah.
we'll be able to work on my days off. So that's not a problem.
All right. Well, I really appreciate it. And we'll see how many of our older girls will come on now. And we'll see. How are the kids, Rich?
Now, since school's over, they couldn't be happier. But
Yeah.
they're not going, now they're not going to camp because the camps they're still unsettled. They still don't know how they're going to run things or anything like that. So we're not going to send them to camp this summer. We're going to give them a break just because we really don't know what their guidelines are. The one camp that we're going to, there's no pool right now.
Yeah.
They don't know. There's no sporting activities. So I'm like, well, what are they going to do?
What are you paying for? So they can,
You know,
so
exactly.
they can pick up ice cream
They'll take our
sticks.
money, but they'll take our money, but not tell me any guidelines or anything like that. So
They'll give you ice cream sticks to work with. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's, I understand, but I need to know what the day is because my kids will get bored out of their skulls if it's something that's not appealing to them.
It's not just your kids; it's every kid that we know.
Yeah, totally.
You
Without
know?
a doubt. So I mean, it's all right.
Uh,
We'll have to think out of the box to keep them busy this year. That's all.
Yeah. Well, right. That means your wife will have to keep them busy.
No, yeah. At least 2 days. I'll have them on one day.
Mhm.
We'll do things. We already got things planned out for them with her or their grandparents. We'll do something with them just to keep them busy. A lot of play dates.
Mhm. Yeah, I got you. Well, in New York City, they're still playing with the idea of, are they going to open the pools? Are they going to open the beaches? Are they opening? And
He's got to
Yep.
open it. He's got to do. He's gonna do a disservice to those kids if he doesn't open those pools and the beaches, to be honest
Yeah.
with you.
Well, we will see. You know what? Let's sign off and you sign back.
Okay.
It could be that the program isn't, because this is one program from before. So let me
Gotcha.
end this meeting and let's see what's going on, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
And then you sign right back.
You got it.